The Dark Tsunami, the day Boston drowned in molasses. We often use the phrase slow as molasses to describe something lethargic. But on a warm January afternoon in 1919, the people of Boston learned that physics has a sense of irony. They discovered that molasses, thick, sticky, sweet molasses, can move at 35 miles per hour, destroy elevated train tracks, and kill 21 people in a matter of seconds. Chapter 1. The Tank on Commercial Street. The year was 1919. World War I had just ended, and Prohibition was looming on the horizon. In the north end of Boston, a densely populated neighborhood of Italian immigrants, stood a monster. It was a massive steel storage tank owned by the Purity Distilling Company. It was 50 feet tall, 90 feet in diameter, and capable of holding over 2 million gallons of molasses. This wasn't the syrup you put on pancakes. This was industrial-grade molasses, destined to be fermented into industrial alcohol for munitions or rum. The tank was a ticking bomb. It had been built hastily in 1915 to capitalize on the war effort. Locals knew it was dangerous. It leaked so badly that the company painted the tank brown to hide the... Chapter 3. The Wave. When the tank burst, it unleashed a kinetic nightmare. A wall of molasses, estimated to be 25 feet high, 7.6 meters, roared into the streets. Because molasses is 40% denser than water, this wasn't like a water flood. It acted like a solid mass, a sledgehammer of sludge. The wave hit with such force that it pushed a firehouse off its foundation, smashed buildings into kindling, snapped the girders of the elevated railway, leaving a train hanging precariously over the abyss. This was not a slow seep. The wave moved at 35 miles per hour, 56 kilometers per hour. You could not outrun it. Chapter 4. The Amber Trap. The horror of the flood was unique. In a water flood, you can swim or float. In molasses, you cannot. As the wave cooled in the winter air, it became more viscous. It turned into quicksand. People caught in the wave were not just drowning, they were being glued in place. Horses were arguably the most tragic victims. Struck by the wave, they were mired in the goo. As they struggled, they sank deeper. Police officers eventually had to walk onto the sticky streets and shoot the horses to end their suffering, as they could not be pulled out. Pasquale Jantosca, a 10-year-old boy, was collecting firewood near the tank. The wave engulfed him instantly. Maria Di Stasio, another child, was crushed by the debris carried